Hello.
A warm good morning to all of you. In fact, it's good afternoon. So it's a great privilege for all of us to be here for this 8th edition of Hyderabad Literary Festival. So this festival is a great combination of various art forms, artists, and culture of Hyderabad. So Telangana Tourism is partnering with this festival so that we can spread the Hyderabad and Telangana in a big way. So this festival, every year it selects one international language and one national language as its focus language, and there are many other components which showcases the rich diversity of this country and also the world. So it's my privilege to welcome our Chief Secretary, who is the chief guest of the function today, Shri SP Singh ji, and Madam Sonali Man Singh ji, and the other dignitaries from Spain, especially the Deputy Head of Mission and the Cultural Attaché who has come. So since the two focus languages have some understanding, some introduction into these both the languages, I'll try to put 1 minute each in Spanish and 1 minute in Kannada also. Kannada I know very well, but Spanish I've been learning. So tengo el privilegio de invitarlos a todos ustedes para la octava edición del Festival Literario de Hyderabad. Estoy hablando en español ya que el español es idioma de enfoque en este festival. También es para dar la bienvenida a nuestros estimados dignitarios de España. El español es el segundo más grande lenguaje en el mundo. El español tiene una rica y larga tradición de literatura y cultura. El Festival Literario de Hyderabad es una combinación uyosa de artes, cultura, literatura. Thank you very much. Gracias. Good. Very nice. Gracias. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಭಾಷೆ ಇದೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತೆಲುಗು ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಪಿ ಒಂದೇ ಇದೆ, ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಲಿಪಿ ಅಂತ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ ಮುಂಚೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಜಯ ಲಿಪಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಪಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತು, ತೆಲುಗು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಲಿಪಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಕನ್ನಡ ತೆಲುಗುನವರು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯವನ್ನು, ತೆಲುಗು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸುಸಂಪನ್ನವಾಗಿದ ಒಬ್ಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕವಿಗಳು ಪಂಪನವರು. ಆದಿಕವಿ ಪಂಪ ಕನ್ನಡವರೆಗೂ ತೆಲುಗುನವರೆಗೂ ಒಬ್ಬೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕವಿ ಅವರು. So namaskara. Thank you very much. So I tried my best because I'm learning these two languages. So I got an opportunity. So I was asking the Hyderabad Literary Festival to tell me if they can give me information next year what other language they are going to select. I will try to come next year and also speak in those two languages also, so that we will try to understand the greatness and richness of this great world. All of us put together, we create lots of things. So it's a challenge to our brains. It's also an opportunity for us to understand each other's cultures, especially Spanish, when I started learning some 3-4 months back. So because it's second biggest language in the world, almost 500 million people speak. Almost 22 countries have official language as Spanish is official language. If you know Spanish, entire Americas, North America, South America, Latin America is open for you. So there is no other language which can give you continents by continents to walk through. So Spanish gives us advantage. So that's why I started learning, and suddenly I got an opportunity to present it before the Deputy Head of Mission himself. So thank you very much and enjoy this great festival. Come in big numbers. They have put in a very, very big show. That show encompasses various art forms, various things. So we have one beautiful art form where people are painting by their leg and mouth. They don't have hands at all. So that is a great inspiration for all of us. When we have all the limbs intact, still we feel that we do not have something, we are always in confusion. When they do not have both the limbs, still they are so confident, they are able to do so many things. So that's why this literary festival showcases many things together. So let's enjoy and bring as many people as possible. My wish, my request to all of you is to bring as many people as possible so that this can be seen by many people. That is our earnest request to all of you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Then I'll be asking. Yeah. So now I request the cultural attaché from Spanish Embassy to speak a few words.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much for making Spain Country in Focus in this year's edition. I would like to say big thanks to Acción Cultural Española. It's because of them that Spain is so wonderfully showcased in this festival through our 7 authors. I would also like to thank the Department of Hispanic and Italian Studies from Hyderabad University for the presence of helping us throughout the process. And I actually would like to pass the floor to our Deputy Head of Mission, who will better state our presence and the importance of Spain being here today. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And Deputy Head of Mission.
Good afternoon, everybody. I continue with thanks. Thanks to the Hyderabad Literary Festival for having chosen Spain as country focus this year, and for having given us the chance, especially to myself, of being back in Hyderabad. I have noticed in my short stay in India, I have been here just for 7 months, that Telangana is a special state in the federation. It is open not just to business, but also for culture and creation. I think you have a wonderful future ahead if you continue on this track of openness and building bridges with the rest of the nation and beyond. Iñaki mentioned that this has been possible thanks to the support of ACE. ACE is a Spanish body that promotes culture abroad, is a fundamental component of the wide array of cultural diplomacy instruments that Spain uses in its foreign policy to raise its international status. But you see over there a bunch of logos put together, but each of them deserves a special mention. You see Instituto Cervantes, Embajada de España, that's us, no need for explanation. And a Spanish Cooperation is a development agency that has supported also this event. But I will mention Instituto Cervantes because there was a lot of talk about language, how important or not important is Spanish. I have worked in Instituto Cervantes for 5 years as strategic planning director until last summer. And I must say it was a very easy job to work in Instituto Cervantes when Spanish was booming. sometimes at the meetings of the board of directors, we said we could dismantle the whole institution and the language would keep on booming here and there. The numbers are rising, and now the latest figures we published in Cervantes about 2 years ago were that is the second language with the highest number of native speakers, 5,072,000. 22 countries that have it as an official language. Is spoken by another 100 million of people with a different degree of proficiency, and is making tremendous in-depth in the US, where, as you know, between 50 and 60% of Americans have it as a first or second language. Telangana, as I said, is a visionary state in India. For a long time already has been supporting the teaching and learning of Spanish. As Iñaki said, the University of Foreign Languages and English has a department where Spanish is consistently taught and supported by a lecturer financed by Spain. One of the challenges we have, and I address now Iñaki over the next few years, is to increase the network of lecturers of Spanish in India. We have now 8. That's very, very few when compared to the size of the country. Everything you do in India is very little when compared to the size of the country. So India is quite frustrating for us and for you and for publishers, because whatever you do goes unnoticed. We have a Cervantes in Delhi, and I very often complain about what impact can a single cultural center have in India with a population of 1.3 billion people. But we will make the effort despite all this. The authors, the creators we have here today, as you notice, are representative of the whole array of languages spoken in Spain. Spain is also a multilingual country like India, not so diverse. We have 4 official languages, which are all represented today by our artists. There was talk about tension, struggle. Yes, of course. That's one of the assets of Spain, that is a very diverse country. And this is why we are very creative. The more I travel, the more I love my country, because I see it's a country of contrast. It's a country where nobody holds the truth. Everybody's fighting for others to at least understand him. And I would make a caveat to what Inma said about Galicia. There was a lot of talk about Galicia. I work as a consul in Buenos Aires, in Argentina, for 3 years. And Buenos Aires is more than an Argentinian city. It's one of the main capitals of Galicia. There are 440,000 Spaniards living in Galicia. Elections in Spain, regional and local elections in Spain, are fought in Argentina. All political leaders go there to campaign, and they fight for the votes, because in many small towns in Galicia, the government is decided by residents in Argentina. I mentioned this because we have to bear in mind, when we talk about Spain, Spanish, the intimate connection that we have with Latin America because of the language. I mean, you have also a connection with the Anglo-Saxon world, but our connection goes deeper. Don't ask me the reason why, but there was over the 3 centuries that we were ruling Latin America, there was a much more intimacy between indigenous peoples and people coming from Europe. And now, as you will see, I will make some marketing of the authors, as Alejandro did. I mean, if you if you manage to read these authors, you will notice how this connection comes naturally and is over-present in the work of these artists. I will just finish saying that, I mean, it's quite exhilarating and exciting to be here, seeing how a new bridge, a very solid bridge, is being built between India and Spain through literature and creation. Thank you so much. I keep it.
Now I request Sonali Mansingh ma'am to say a few words.
I offer my namaskars to everyone here and my thanks for inviting me to this literary festival. I've been to Hyderabad many times since the last century's decades of 60s and 70s, and I've seen Hyderabad in many colors and hues. First of all, my name is Sonal, S-O-N-A-L. Very simple. It means golden. Secondly, I want to greet all of you on our Ganatantra Divas, Republic Day of India. I don't know if some of you had occasion to watch the Republic Day parade in Delhi this morning. I did. I always do. It's a ritual I never miss. It fills me with not only pride, but a lot of respect for this ancient land, which is ever new. It's a perennial stream of consciousness, which we call civilization and cultural traditions. Today, we also saw a lot more than usual jhankis. The different states, especially the smaller ones, Lakshadweep Islands, Andaman, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Tripura, and I think they almost had 29 states represented by the tableaus and the dance and music. It does give one a faint idea of the, of course, diversity is a much used word. It's almost a cliche. But if you want to compare India, compare it with whole of Europe. In Europe, you have so many countries, so many languages which have scripts. India has officially recognized languages, almost 22, 26, 28, and any number of dialects, regional dialects. I do believe that language, literature, is the key to open the secrets of a land. The country can be understood if one tries to read the literature, even in translation, however bad that might be, because translations are never perfect. We know that. I hope we know that. As also the dance and music, theatre, which are all allied arts, and in India they have existed in a way that I think is very, very unique. Theatre is not just on proscenium stage. Theatre, dance and music are our everyday nourishment. It's the nourishment for the soul. They also give us some indication of the values by which a civilization prospers, is known, and continues to live, to be vibrant. I can't say that these values are typically Indian. These values exist all over the world, I'm sure. But something like the Guru Shishya Parampara. In Japan, the master is called sensei. Whenever I visited Japan, I've been honored as the national treasure of India because they have the tradition of honoring their artists as the national treasure. Politicians, bureaucrats, businessmen come and go. We have not, Indian history has not mentioned them really by name except a few. It is the artists and the poets who have kept aloft Indian Bharatiyata and the Bharatiya Samskar. And that is why I want to just share a few details with you may not have known. In the pre-Christian era, there were many republics. They were called Janapadas. In these Ganatantras republics, where Amrapali prospered, where Buddha had gone, Ajatashatru, Bimbisar, Vaishali, the Lichavi Ganatantras, you will be surprised to know, along with the king or the chief, the Rajguru and the Nartaki, the state dancer, all three sat at same level and all three had the Raja Chhatra, the royal umbrella over them. Can you believe that? Why I mention this is that despite many aggressions on our country, despite the rule by the British and many others, the soul, the Atma of India, the spirit of India, the values of India, the living cultural traditions, literary traditions of India have been alive. Thank God for that. I would really exhort everyone to pay attention through this literary festival and even otherwise to the necessity of nurturing these traditions, nurturing in the youth of today, nurturing in their neighborhood, indeed in their own family, the need to nourish the soul. We all need money, don't we? We all need money to live well. But money should be ideally only means towards an end, not the end itself, as it's happening perhaps increasingly in our social media, money-infused societies today. I hope I'm getting your attention. Money is not the end. Money is only a means. And therefore, the Char Purushartha in Bharatiya Sanskriti, Dharma, Artha, Kama, the three Purusharthas. Moksha, I do not consider a Purushartha at all. It came later. Dharma, Artha, Kama. Dharma is what you are supposed to do in this life. It's not religion. We all know that is a mistaken translation. Dharma dharayati iti dharma, that which upholds you, that which upholds your life, and artha, that which enables you to attain your goals through kama. Kama is the desire to ennoble yourself, to raise the levels of your consciousness. Cheto vistara. Without that, we all remain very petty, very small-minded, and very, very, what shall I say, gossipy. I'm sorry, I use this word, gossipy. Countries gossip, politicians gossip, citizens gossip, families gossip. And gossip is a very negative thing because we have to use every moment of our lives, to realize we don't know when the end will come. Nobody knows when they are going to die. You are born, you will die. We don't know when. Point is, use moment to moment now. And this is also one of the messages that we have in this country. Kal karega, parson karega, lahe lahe, dheere dheere, so what? So here I want to quickly quote a shlok which we were taught in our childhood. Karagre vasate Lakshmi. At the tip of our fingers, we should imagine the goddess of wealth and beauty, Lakshmi. Karamule Saraswati. At the bottom of the palm, we should imagine the goddess of learning and wisdom, Saraswati. Karamadhye tu Govindam. Govinda is not just Krishna. Go is the Tejas, the incandescence of creation. Imagine that. Prabhate Karadarshanam. In the morning, the first thing, if you imagine this divyata, this beauty in your own palm, and then get up, your day will be beautiful. But now, what is the shlok? Karagre vasati mobilam. Karamule WhatsAppam. Karamadhye tu Instagramam, Twitteram, whatever. Prabhate Karadarshanam. Sir, I've been chairman of the Sangeet Natak Academy, Central. I have had the opportunity to travel around my country, 50, 60, 100 times. I've traveled around the world to 90 countries of the world. I've been to Spain many times, Lorca, Cervantes. But let me also tell you that all of Latin America is not Spanish speaking. The biggest country, Brazil, speaks Portuguese. Never mind. The Spanish literature is beautiful. The Spanish flamenco perhaps traces its root to our land. So there are deep connections with India everywhere. And today we are here in this Telugu land where somebody spoke Kannada. Next year I will recommend Gujarati. I'm Gujarati. नरसी मेहता वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे सकल लोक मा सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे. The ideal person, not man, woman, anyone. The ideal person is she, he, the one who does not gossip about others, who respects everyone. Very difficult today, because we are so full of our little egos. The countries have their egos. Each one has the ego. What we have to learn is to subside our egos and build a collective of the wonderful things which exist globally and have a wonderful contact and inter-exchange as is happening now. I would only request one more thing for this festival. Invite more women, please. This morning I saw the BSF, you know, the kartab dikhate hain on the motorbikes. They do all kinds of things. They sit on a motorbike the other way around and read a newspaper. They drink tea. I mean, today, all of that was shown by women. You didn't see that? I saw that. All those wonderful, miraculous formations were by the BSF women. And there are more and more women in the parade, in the Air Force, in Navy, and wherever you see. Now, please understand, I'm not saying it's a condescension. किसी को देना नहीं है. स्त्री को अधिकार प्राप्त है. It's the mother who gives birth to everyone. Science has not yet discovered a man who would give birth to a child. So, without condescending to anything, but with respect to women, to every cultural literary tradition, I wish Hyderabad Literary Festival great future in the years to come. Thank you.
Description of all the important life aspects. So I request now I request our Honorable Chief Secretary of Telangana to give his valuable message.
Madam Sonal Mansingh ji, Mr. Sánchez, Deputy Head of National Embassy of Spain, Mr. Hamilton, Cultural Attaché, Embassy of Spain, Mr. Venkatesham, other dignitaries on the dais, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege as well as pleasure for me to be here as part of such a great festivity. I also welcome all the distinguished and eminent writers and speakers from India and abroad, and all others who have love for literature, culture, and art. Hyderabad, as all of us know, is internationally known as a IT center, but let's not forget that Hyderabad has always been known for its rich literary and cultural traditions. This city has been home to great writers such as Makhdoom Moinuddin, Madam Sarojini Naidu, Dr. C. Narayan Reddy, just to name a few. Hyderabad is indeed a rich, multilingual and multicultural space. It is therefore very appropriate that the annual literary festival is named after the city of Hyderabad. This multilingual festival that celebrates creativity in all its forms, I'm sure, will enable a fruitful interaction among local, national and global writers. The festival, which year after year has drawn creative people from all across the world. It offers an excellent opportunity for the young and aspiring writers to interact with and learn from the seniors. The support and presence of major publishers is another welcome feature of this festival, especially for those who wish to see their work in print. I am really delighted to note that with each passing year, the Hyderabad Literary Festival is growing in its reach, stature, as well as impact. I'm also very happy to learn that literature of Spain is in focus at Hyderabad Literary Festival this year. I understand that a number of writers representing the rich diversity of Spanish writing are participating in the festival, offering their insights into a range of topics. I'm equally happy that Hyderabad Literary Festival pays special attention to another Indian language called Kannada, which has produced the second largest number of Gyanpith awardees and is the language in focus this year. I'm sure that well-known Kannada writers and artists present here will help the non-Kannada delegates appreciate the classical richness and contemporary dynamism of Kannada literature. In addition, the festival has laid out a rich and intellectually stimulating fare on a range of topics, from cotton to cricket and from romance to rural economy. It is a noble gesture that Hyderabad Literary Festival is paying tributes to 4 eminent artists Madam Girija Devi, who hailed from my place, Mr. Sashi Kapoor, Mr. Tom Alter, and Mrs. Gauri Lankesh, all of whom we lost in the recent months. It is particularly poignant to recall that Tom Alter presented a splendid play on the life of Sahir Ludhianvi at Hyderabad Literary Festival just a couple of years ago. I am especially happy to learn that Hyderabad Literary Festival takes special care to curate events that attracts the participation of young adults and children. Organizing workshops, exhibitions, and interactive sessions to engage students in creative and constructive activities is a very welcome initiative. It is indeed a good sign for literature and culture in Hyderabad that the festival is also addressing the next generation. I truly appreciate the support that Hyderabad Public School, Begumpet, has been extending to the festival over the last 4 years by generously throwing open its facilities for the conduct of the event. This gesture speaks volumes of their commitment to uphold and enhance the intellectual and cultural heritage of Hyderabad and to position Hyderabad prominently on the literary and cultural map of the world. I am also pleased to learn that Telangana tourism is closely associated with the organization of Hyderabad Literary Festival. What better means to promote tourism than literature, art and culture, which all of us know transcend all boundaries and celebrate the oneness of all humanity. I am also happy that the colorful and vibrant culture of Telangana will be on display in the form of folk dances and dramatic performances. Also, the cultural event, Mizaiya Mushaira, will add a special Hyderabadi flavor to the event. I am sure that the range of events being organized at this year's festival will make the festival a unique and enriching experience for all of us. It is particularly heartening to see the efforts that the festival is making to become inclusive, accessible, and broad-based in its activities. Given its growing popularity and eminence, I am confident that Hyderabad Literary Festival, which is currently ranked among the top 5 literary festivals in the country, will soon be counted not among the best, but perhaps the best literary festival in India. I wish the 3-day festival all success and all the participants a comfortable and enjoyable and stimulating experience in Hyderabad. Thank you.
For your valuable message and inspiring words for the future of this festival. So now I request Professor Vijay Kumar to call these kids to introduce them.
The children that you see here are dressed as the 8 Jnanapith awardees, the highest literary award that we have in India. And Kannada happens to be this language in which has produced the second largest number of Jnanapith awardees after Hindi. And these children are dressed as the 8 Jnanapith awardees. Their performance will take a little while, and since our chief guest does not have the time, we request them to come on to the stage, and my colleague Kinnara Murthy will quickly mention their names, and we will show their performance after the formal inaugural. But since the chief guest is pressed for time, we will respect their language and their attachment to the culture of Karnataka, and we invite them onto the stage.
Can we have the Jnanapith awardees on stage, please?
Yeah.
These are presented by the Sharada Karnataka Shikshana Samiti School.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ದಿಗ್ಗಜರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟ ಹೆಗ್ಗಳಿಕೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ವಿಷಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮಣಿಯಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಗೌರಿ ಶಿಖರದ ಮುತ್ತಂಗಕ್ಕೇರಿಸಿದ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟ 8 ಕವಿಗಳು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅವಾರ್ಡನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟ ಹೆಗ್ಗಳಿಕೆ ನಮ್ಮದಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವರ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಕವಿ ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವರು 1967ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಬರೆದ ಶ್ರೀ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ದರ್ಶನಂ ಎಂಬ ಮಹಾಕಾವ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟಿತು. ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ ದ.ರಾ. ಬೇಂದ್ರೆಯವರು ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 1973ರಲ್ಲಿ 4 ತಂತಿ ಎಂಬ ಕವನಕ್ಕೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ದೊರಕಿತು. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ ಕಾರಂತರ್ ಮೂರನೆಯವರಾಗಿ 1977ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಕಜ್ಜಿಯ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಎಂಬ ಕವನಕ್ಕೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. ಮಾಸ್ತಿ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಅಯ್ಯಂಗಾರ್ 4ನೇಯವರಾಗಿ 1983ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಬರೆದ ಕೃತಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕವೀರ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಎಂಬ ಕವನಕ್ಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟಿತು. ವಿ. ಕೃ. ಗೋಕಾಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿನಾಯಕ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಗೋಕಾಕ್ 1990ರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಸಿಂಧು ರಶ್ಮಿ ಎಂಬ ಕವನಕ್ಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. 6ನೇಯವರಾಗಿ U.R. ಅನಂತಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀಡಿದ ಸೇವೆಗಾಗಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. 7ನೇವರಾಗಿ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ಕಾರ್ನಾಡ್ ಅವರು 1998ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಸೇವೆಗಾಗಿ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀಡಿದ ಸೇವೆಗಾಗಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಾಗಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. 8ನೇವರಾಗಿ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಕಂಬಾರ್ ಇವರು 210ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಅನೇಕ ಕವನ ಕವಿತೆ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಇವರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಂಥ ಕವಿಗಳು. ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ.
The language that has got the maximum Jnanpith awards, second highest is Karnataka with Kannada language.
May I request all the dignitaries to join the Jnanpith awardees for a picture, please. Hey, wait. Thank you. We are honored to be in the company of the Jnanpith awardees. May I now request Shri Sudhakar Garu, Director Branding ICFI Group, please to come on to the dais. Great supporters of Hyderabad Literary Festival over the years, and they continue to be our partners in conducting this festival. And we are very thankful to the ICFI group. Thank you.
Yeah, vote of thanks. Kinnara, 1 minute. Just vote of thanks.
Please bear with us. We thank you very much, Mr. SP Singh. We know how busy you are today on this Republic Day of India, and you have made your time to come here and be with us. Thank you so very much for being with us. Our national treasure, Ms. Sonal Man Singh, we treasure your visit here, and it will always be memorable for us. Mr. Eduardo Sánchez and Mr. Ignacio Vitórica Hamilton, bienvenidos, and thank you very much. Muchas gracias for your presence here. I'm not as great as our presiding person, Mr. Venkatesham, to say that. And to all our Kannada delegates also, thank you very much for being here. I'm trying to emulate Mr. Venkatesham a little bit. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. So I hope Mr. Venkatesham will
takita taka dik takita taka tum takita taka tum takita taka nam takita taka nang takita taka tum takita taka dhin takita taka tum takita taka nam takita taka tum takita taka dhin takita taka tum takita taka nam takita taka tum takita dhin takita tum takita nam takita taka dhin taka jana tum takita dhin takita tum takita nam takita taka dhin taka jana tum tum tadhing ginata tadhing ginata tadhing ginata tom tom tadhing ginata tadhing ginata tadhing ginata tom tom tadhing ginata tadhing ginata tadhing ginata tom takita taka dhing takita taka tum takita taka nam takita taka tom takita taka dhing takita taka tum takita taka nam takita taka kita taka tari kita tom kita taka tari kita tom kita taka tari kita tom dik 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 tatta dik dik om nam ta dik kita taka tirugudu tum tum dak tim tak tak tirugudu tum tum ga ta ta tik tak tik 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 tom ga tom tak tik tik tum tik tik nangi tik tik hari mukha hara sutta vara kamala janut para pashang kusha yuta charanam te charanam tak kita dhimi kita tum takatum tadik kita dhimi kita tum satatam siddhi yukta buddhi yukta sindhura vadana takka takki tunga ganapati kautam satvara vinayara dirgudu tatha dirgudu tai tattake titti takke tai tum tum kirtaga tum tatte kitataka te tam teyyam tatta teiha taha teyyam tatta teiha te
ಅಗಣಿತ ಫಣಿಪಣ ಮಣಿಗಣ ಕಿರಣೆ ಅರುಣಿತ ನಿಜತನು ರವಿತತ ವದನ ಅಗಣಿತ ಫಣಿಪಣ ಮಣಿಗಣ ಕಿರಣೆ ಅರುಣಿತ ನಿಜತನು ರವಿತತ ವದನ ಅಗಣಿತ ಫಣಿಪಣ ಮಣಿಗಣ ಕಿರಣೆ ಅರುಣಿತ ನಿಜತನು ರವಿತತ ವದನ ತತ ತಟ ಉಠಗಳಿ ಕುಲಗಳ ನಿನದ ಗಣಪತಿ ಅಭಿಮತ ಮಿಹ ದಿಶವ ಪುನಃ ತತ ತಟ ಉಠಗಳಿ ಕುಲಗಳ ನಿನದ ಗಣಪತಿ ಅಭಿಮತ ಮಿಹ ದಿಶವ
Hari pukunam gana pukuta kirta jaganam to dari kutajam kita taka taka jam kita to gadha jaha kita taka jana pukujam jaga taka jana jim 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 hari pukunam gana pukuta kirta jaganam to dari kutajam kita taka taka jam kita to gadha jaha kita taka jana pukujam jaga taka jana jim 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 kita tat tat taku dari kina ta kita talangu kina tanutta jaga nata jim kina kita tungga kita kuku jam dari kina kina kita kuku dari kita tat tat taku dari kina ta kita talangu kina tanutta jaga nata jim kina kita tungga kita kuku jam dari kina kina kita kuku dari kita kuku dari kita taka kita kuku dari kita taka dari kita taka kita taka taka talangu taka talangu taka talangu kita kuku dari kita taka kita kuku dari kita taka dari kita taka kita taka talangu taka talangu taka talangu kita kuku dari kita taka kita kuku dari kita taka dari kita taka kita taka talangu taka talangu taka talangu